It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Seahawks and the Lions on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to...
Still nothing here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
No score just yet in this first quarter of action, but we have the offense in the red zone as they've got it here 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight balls. Pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a four. For this offense here, they've got the football inside the red zone. That's the good news, but they're facing a 3rd and 5, so a full 5 yards to go here to see if they can pick it up. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Gibbs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little... They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And now can this offense muster a late second quarter drive to break our tie? Let's see. They'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So that, Charles, a season long right there. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Rolling to his right. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with it. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. From the gun on third down, Smith. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what. Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the... This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. First and goal in the red zone. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that? I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting... time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how...
They snap it to Smith. That is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. But no reason not to try it there. A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on fourth down. Now Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss drops them back to 4-3. So
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the focus is on Antonio Johnson, who made 5 stops from his spot in the secondary last game. It's the Lions and the Jags, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Lawrence will throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They have the passing game going. Test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 3rd. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first. Hand off now to Gibbs. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like...
We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 52 yards rushing forward now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now, can this offense muster a late second quarter drive to break our tie? Let's see. They'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And down he'll go at the 25. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back, Charles and I. Ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. But the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, the first half very even. I mean, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. We drop you into the action here, neck and neck, tie game, 3rd quarter, 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop? Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 6 points possibly in the cards. We've got a red zone situation looming. 1st and goal. The football at the 7. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to line up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance...
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Gibbs has it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On play action, here's Ritter. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. Throwing now, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lawrence. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Lions, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles Davis.
It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got the Titans' electric quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Lions coming up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Detroit Lions. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Now it's Gibbs. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. Ready.
4th down, a give to Gibbs. Gets through and now an opening. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside. They'll drop to throw. That's to Bergson. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter.
Ready.
Ritter. Flushed out right. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Here's Gibbs. And some as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Gibbs straight ahead. And I don't think he got there, no.
Ready, break. On the ball. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28. Okay, time to hop back into this one. It's a red zone alert with a 1st and 10 upcoming down at the 13-yard line.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Greg Dortch, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Lions to take over. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Okay, now the field goal unit out on the field as they look to extend this third quarter lead. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. And they'll run it with Gibbs. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the... Here's Ritter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Ritter throwing on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not... On first down, Ritter. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. his defense will need to make a red zone stop, starting with his 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Ritter back to throw. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now run by Gibbs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Gibbs again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but so this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Detroit, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. We'll see him sling it all over the yard in this one. It's the Cards and the Lions, just ahead on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Ritter from the gun on third down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Christian Harris in there. this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This is 2nd and 8. Ritter to throw it. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his... Time to get back into the action. The football in the red zone for this offense. It's 2nd down at 6 yards to go. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Ritter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kari Blossengame, his first touchdown. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. Ritter on 1st and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Ritter now. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
1st down, here's Ritter. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, Detroit. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that. So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Ritter from the gun. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't put. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things as it's now a 3-score. A red zone alert forthcoming here. A first-and-goal situation as this offense looks to punch in the football from right around the 6. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on. Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. On play action, here's Ritter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. After the turnover, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Now Murray. Man open, here's Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Here we go. Here we go.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pushes past him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Another run for Gibbs here. And down to the 36-yard line here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play call, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now is Ritter. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down. Try to cover up. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Gibbs. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
6-yard pickup brings up.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Lions, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Madden NFL 24, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's been guided by his field vision all season and has seen his way to 5th in the league in rushing. It's the Lions and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive. A big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think... Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 20. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Ritter eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Ready. Set.
Here we go on fourth down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the... They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They go high formation. Fullback leads the way for the... We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Check.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown!
Down.
This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So a 3rd down situation coming up as we drop you in the action. The ball in the red zone, 3rd and 2. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Trouble certainly brewing for this defense after that last play, as now they'll need to defend a 1st and goal from the 5. Again, it's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Still. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
At the 3-yard line.
Ready.
Warren again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Ritter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Stroud on 3rd down now. And throw right side here, going to be incomplete. This defense trailing in the 4th quarter and really needing this 4th down stop.
Ready, ready. Set.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for it. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. before he can get a good head of.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Will Anderson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what... The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard. A touchdown and an extra point would tie this game late. What can this defense do now that their opponents are in the red zone?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texan. All right, it's time for this big O-line and the playmakers to take control of this game as we get down toward the end.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Ritter now.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door. Field goal range now. Ritter.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Ritter. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Walt.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Alert. Alert. Hey. Hey. Smash. Smash.
Now Stroud.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's Stroud.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
That's caught by Davis. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Now second down and a few inches. Stroud to throw it. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Back to Mixon on second down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going...
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
He'll get this to about the 38. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Down to about the 45. The Lions at 9-2 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rolling to his right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in L.A. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just can... This defense is going to have to be stout here. 4th down, but the offense only needs 1 yard to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at...
We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Cooper.
Ball in the red zone here. Defense in a pretty tough situation. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 1st touchdown on the year.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Time to jump back in. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
From 17 yards out. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the 2nd half. Ball in the red zone. Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Shrugs him off. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Badgley's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect it. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2.